We're talking the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. You know it?
It's my girlfriend.
You'll love it, but how well can you explain it? We're going to talk you through this foundational principle of wealth building in 5 layers of complexity. This one's for the folks new to investing and my fellow math nerds. So no matter where you are, listen up and lean in. Make sure you stick around to the end because we're going to show you how you can make compound interest work for you and your financial life with a brand new tool that we just released and designed. And after we're through with all of them, let us know in the comments what level you're at, when you started, and what you learned along the way. With that, let's dive right in. Level number 1, an explanation for the kiddos. Imagine you put $1 into a magic piggy bank. When you come back the next day, there's another $1 inside, just because you put that first one in. The next day, instead of just adding one more $1, the magic piggy bank gives you 2 extra dollars because now you have $2 inside. Every day, the piggy bank is adding money faster and faster. That's how compounding interest works. Your money keeps making more money even when you're not looking. To the heart-hardened trolls, I recognize that these numbers might be overly simple and the returns in such a short period of time are completely unrealistic. But remember, this is a magic piggy bank, likely shaped like a unicorn. Level 2. We're going to take it up to a high school level and get a little more advanced, including breaking down the term itself. Compound interest is the idea of earning interest not just on the money you originally saved, but also on the interest you've already earned. For example, let's say you save $100 and earn 10% interest. After 1 year, your $100 becomes $110. That's $10 of interest. But the next year, you don't just earn interest on your original $100. Instead, you earn interest on the whole $110. So now 10%, you'll earn $11 in interest, bringing you up to $121. See what's happening? The interest you earned last year is also earning interest. In other words, this interest compounds. This is where we get the term. If you've heard the term thrown around, but it felt shrouded in mystery, now you know. So we've graduated from level 2. Let's get into a college level explanation with the actual math behind how this works. And before your eyes glaze over because I use the word math, I promise this can change the direction of your life if you're brand new to the wonderful world of investing. Here is the basic formula for compounding interest. It may look complicated, but let's break it down. The P is for principal. That's the amount you started with. Inside the parentheses, you're adding 1, representing your original investment to the interest rate per compounding period, which gives you the new total amount after interest is applied. We use R for our rate of return and N for what's the compounding frequency. You may have heard of annual or monthly compounding. That's what we're referring to here. And T, that is the most powerful variable that gives this formula its exponential potential. That's time. Let's go through a real example so you can see how this all plays out. Using a 20-year-old as an example. For simplicity, let's use a principal value of 1 and an interest rate of 10% or 0.10, a realistic rate of return over a long enough time horizon. Now let's assume monthly compounding means N is equal to 12. And assuming they're invested until 65, that's 45 years for compounding interest to work its incredible magic. That amount, that $1 of principal will be equal in the future to $88. Keep that number in mind because we'll come back to it in just a second. At its core, the math of compound interest hinges on this concept known as the time value of money. The time value of money principle tells us that $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow. Why? Because today's dollar can be invested and grow through compounding interest. This growth engine is what makes your dollars work overtime, accumulating returns not just on your principal, but on previously earned interest too. When you apply the compound interest formula, you're putting time value of money into action, calculating how your present value transforms into future wealth based on interest rate and time. When it comes to wealth building, we tend to think about this idea another way, the wealth multiplier. This concept shows how every dollar you invest today can multiply dramatically by the time you retire, simply because you're giving it time to grow. Remember that $88 from before? That is the wealth multiplier. But see how quickly it drops off? By as early as age 30, instead of each dollar growing to 88, they grow to 23. It's why we're always saying start now, because every dollar invested today has a potential to become many dollars in the future. Now let's look at a shortcut built on these ideas. While the wealth multiplier shows the long-term power of compound interest, sometimes we simply just want to know, how fast will my money double? That's where the rule of 72 comes in. Just divide 72 by your expected annual rate of return. For example, a 10% annual return, your money would double in about 7.2 years. The sooner you start, the faster compound interest turns disciplined savings into lasting wealth. Understanding the time value of money, the wealth multiplier, and the rule of 72 together highlights one powerful truth. Time is your most valuable tool in building wealth. When you invest early, your money multiplies faster and grows more efficiently, setting the stage for lasting financial independence. So embrace these concepts, put your dollars to work today, and let time do the heavy lifting for your financial future. The financial mutant level of understanding how compound interest works, making it work for you. Understanding how compound interest applies to your personal financial situation is the most advanced level of comprehension. After all, its true purpose is to help you build a life of financial freedom that's uniquely tailored to your specific goals and circumstances. And the best way you can do this, our new compound interest calculator. Our new compound interest calculator, unlike typical calculators, ours lets you adjust every variable: starting amount, interest rate, monthly contributions, time horizon, and even compounding frequency to see exactly how your money grows. Watching those numbers change in real time makes the abstract concept of compounding interest immediately tangible right there in front of you. But the most eye-popping feature? What if you could save more section? It shows how even small increases in your monthly contributions, just $100 more per month, can dramatically transform your final balance. When you see how a coffee's worth of additional savings each day could mean hundreds of thousands more at retirement, it makes those small daily financial decisions feel much more important. This isn't just about understanding compounding interest. It's about visualizing your path to financial independence. In essence, compound interest is both the simplest and most profound concept in personal finance. From a child's magic unicorn piggy bank to the sophisticated formulas of investment analysis, the principle remains the same. Money makes money over time. What makes compound interest truly remarkable is its universal application. Whether you're a 5-year-old saving your first dollar or a seasoned investor managing millions, the same mathematical miracle is working in your favor. The earlier you start, the more dramatic the results, transforming modest, consistent contributions into life-changing wealth. The real power lies not just in understanding these concepts, but in taking action. Every day you delay is a day of potential growth lost forever. So whether you're at level 1 or even at level 5, in your understanding, the most important steps is to begin putting compound interest to work for your financial future today. So we hope you learned something. Check out that calculator at moneyguy.com/resources and keep building towards your great, big, beautiful tomorrow.